Hello YouTubers, today I'm going to give you guys the full review on the Thermaltake Esports Challenger Pro gaming keyboard. Hey guys, I just want to go with you guys with the specifications on the keyboard, and pretty much it does come with an aluminum unique backlight that has 3 different settings, so you can adjust it from low to high. It does come with an onboard fan, just in case to keep your hands nice and cool and dry, especially for those gamers that have sweaty hands. It does have a full profile for your micro keys, and it does have 10 independent micro keys, so keep that in mind. And the 64 kilobits of memory interface on the keyboard is to help keep the profile of each key that you set up for each game that you do play. So you have to keep that in mind. If you are setting up your keyboard for each game like StarCraft or Battlefield or whatever game that might be, you might want to use the profile interface. Okay, I want to give my full thoughts on the keyboard itself. Now, I do sometimes have my issues with the keys because I find the material on the keys a little bit too smooth. I don't find it that it does have a groove gap. What I mean by groove gap is like a little gap in the keys would have been very more appropriate, so you don't slip out easy. For me, I do slip out of the keys sometimes. Sometimes I'm hitting the E, Q, and sometimes even cat lock. I would definitely prefer if the W, A, S, and D keys, even the shift key, would have been a bit elevated, a little higher than the other keys, so I know which key I'm touching as I'm gaming. I do find the material on the keys, like I said before, a little bit too smooth. That's my downside to it. Another downside is that I don't find the fan very useful, because the fan, now I'm not a sweaty hand gamer, but some are, but the fan itself is for those that do have issues with sweaty hands, and I'm not the particular person that does, because I keep my hands nice and moist. But it does connect to your left just like this, and your right. And put the cap back on here, and put the fan back in. Now, the reason why I don't like the fan is because at times I feel my hands are getting a little too dry, and I have to re-moisturize my hands. And yes, I do moisturize my hands a lot, because it's said, guys, ladies love men with smooth hands, not dry hands. But some women just like a man with some dry hands. It depends, but for the women I date, it's just not dry. And I technically myself always like to have moist and smooth hands. But other than that, I do have an issue with just like the whole keyboard issue slipping out. That's just not my thing. Let's talk about the good things about the keyboard. Now, the keyboard does function and does have a very good fast response timing when you're playing games, so thumbs up for that. Another thumbs up for that, for the keyboard itself, that I do like the material design of the keyboard. It's not over too done, it's not underdone, it's just balanced very well. I do at times go through, like when I'm sitting at night, I like to adjust the aluminum light. I'm going to present that guys to you right now. Let me turn off the light here. Now guys, now this is on high settings on the light, so I'm going to just turn it off really quick. Now that's off. That's level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, I would have preferred if the crease here at the bottom of the chassis of the keyboard, which is red, would have lit up as well. That would have been a very good plus there. But overall, it's still a good keyboard, no matter what. Okay, now the keyboard itself. Now if you look very closely, here's your profile switch. So you go through phases. So if you click that profile switch, go red, green, blue, and purple, back to red. But mine is on green. It's a nice slick design, as you can see, very well made. And on the back, as you can see, you have a cable management system. We keep this mini USB, and as you can see, there's a crease here. Not sure you can see that. See that crease? That's a nice crease to keep the cable in, and it comes with 2 USBs in the back. And so overall, I do like to say I like the design of the keyboard, especially with the micro keys and the profiles, the full profiles. You can actually design the way you prefer to design your keys. Now, like I said, my downsides to the keys slipping out, that's a minor issue, but I definitely would have preferred more grooves in the key, so I know that I'm not going to slip out my keys often, and that's what's been happening. But yeah, overall I would definitely give the keyboard a plus. It's, for me, I'm going to rate it a 4.7. It's a very good quality keyboard for the price of $60. You can't beat it. In some places you can get it for $52. But overall, I do give it a 4.7, and you guys out there should just buy it yourself if you're looking for a new keyboard. Now, this has been the Thermaltake Esports Johnson Pro Gaming Keyboard full review, and check back with me for more unboxes and reviews. And please do check out my other YouTube channel, which is 646 Studios, and those where I do all my gameplay and upload those videos on that channel. Do go to my website, link on the description below, and check me out if you need custom computers done, or any advice on computers. Just PM me, and I will answer your questions the best way I can. Thanks for watching.